Hello everyone, in this video we'll be covering some updates to the patch 8 stress test in Baldur's Gate 3. We got a lot of new updates on this that will be launching whenever patch 8 does eventually come out. So I'm patiently waiting on both PC and on my PlayStation 5 version of the game to get into the stress test, but I'm hoping here soon that I may get something back. But in terms of updates, we actually got some very important things. And another one that I want to quickly address first is that there is an issue with Imp UI. And this is a mod that's been downloaded 3.3 million times, and obviously that's going to cause a lot of issues. There are some mods that are dependent on it, so it is causing some issues down the road with people that are currently playing on patch 8. I'm hoping that we'll get an update on that, but unfortunately the mod creator no longer works on the mod, so it might be a community effort in getting people to correct the issues that are popping up in patch 8. But I guess I'll talk a little bit more on that later. I just want to show off some of these big updates that are coming with patch 8 here. So again, this will be coming to the full launch, but we got some gameplay updates here. So fixed issues with containers. Whenever you have a container, if it breaks, previously it was causing issues where potentially key items were getting lost in this. So this will now make sure that any key items will not be lost for good. There's a bug with the Oath of the Crown Paladin, the new subclass, where it was losing spell slots instead of gaining them. It's now fixed. And it fixed an issue with picking up items off the ground, and multiplayer could block the movement via the controller stick. I guess another little update that I wanted to touch on here that's not in this list, but they're fixing one of the biggest issues that I've personally had with the game, and that is in Act 2, whenever you go to the Gauntlet of Shar. There was an issue where some people, unfortunately, lost their save file in honor mode, because what happens is when you go down the elevator, sometimes it makes your whole team fall through the elevator to an instant death. The way that I worked around that, and for anyone that's playing on patch 7 currently, is send a few people down, send one back up, send a few more down, so you constantly will have people that are safe from that. But just wanted to make a little note on that. But they also fixed the wild shape panther prowl action and prowling working correctly, fixed a bug where an item getting added to the inventory loses conditions. For example, the elemental cleaver buff will disappear when imbued weapon is thrown, which is actually really concerning because elemental cleaver is the new ability for the giant barbarian, where it adds elemental damage types to weapons when you throw them. So you're obviously going to be throwing them, and it's supposed to return back to your hand, but it was losing some of the conditions on it. So that's a nice fix. Shadow Blade will now retain the behavior of being locked to the caster when upcast, and there's a few different glitches with Shadow Blade, so we'll see how those all get worked out. Photo mode added an in-game pop-up from photo mode right at the beach that you know to use it. This is actually a really exciting update. So update a photo mode screenshot function on the Steam Deck so that it uses Steam's proprietary Steam screenshot function, so you can access your photos more readily from the Steam screenshots page. I think that that's a huge update because I personally use a rogue ally, so I think it kind of will apply to that. But being able to access your photos from the Steam's service itself is just super user friendly, and I think that is a nice update. Fix an update where preventing characters from being able to pop into private cutscenes when activating photo mode while playing in multiplayer. Hit the toggle photo preview legend while taking screenshots with Steam's screenshot function. Fix photo mode, making the screen go blurry when opened on split screen. Added camera shutter sound effects whenever taking a photo in photo mode. So that's nice. I think a lot of games have things like that, so that's a nice little quality of life change, or I guess just a nice flavor change. Fix the attacking and jumping poses for wolves. Fix a cross appearing in the middle of the screen when the vignette is at its thickest setting, when it's thick. Fix some creatures not listening whenever you select the look at camera option. So photo mode's getting a lot of updates here. This is a nice little change that's just going to make it so that you take better screenshots. Fix the game sometimes freezing when switching quickly between tabs in photo mode. Improve the depth of field sliders so the strength and distance scale and property to the slider itself. Someone that's big into photography, being able to change the depth of the field is really cool. I'm excited to play around with that. Fix an issue causing Dragonborn tails to appear detached from its body, and the grasping vines poses now work correctly. We also got some updates on crossplay and the subclasses. So with crossplay, fix an issue that would get the client stuck on the loading screen if the client unfriends the host and then clicks join party after re-adding the host. That's not very often that may happen, but it's good that that got fixed. Fix some of the PlayStation 5 splash screens not showing up when they should. And fix this crash at the start of combat. So that's good. We also got subclass changes. So the Booming Blade tooltip now updates its values when upcast. I'm not sure what this means by upcast because it's a cantrip, but we'll have to wait and see. Fix an inaccurate, I guess also if anyone's got information on what that really does mean, please let me know. Fix the inaccurate bonus values in the Rakish Audacity tooltip. And that is basically the attack that you get from the Swashbuckler Rogue. Updated the Toll the Dead and Burst Sinew to work with potent cantrip and deal half damage on saves. That's really nice. They do pretty decent damage, to be honest. I like both these new cantrips. From what it looks like, they're going to be a lot of fun to use. And fix Pact of the Blade's extra attack being added to Deepen Pack, even if you didn't choose Pack of the Blade. They also fixed an issue causing the Flaming Fist armor to clip and generally freak out a bit. Freak out. That's funny. UI fixed a bug with Gale's donation UI, preventing you from feeding him magical items. I know there's actually a lot of people that are talking about this, so I'm glad that they got this fixed. All the Hexblade's class actions subclass features are now correctly shown on the character creation screen. Fix a button or keyboard shortcut inputs in the UI sometimes not working. Fix reaction tooltips like Divine Allegiance not showing up some values in their descriptions. Fix a bug causing the UI to be locked up. Rapidly switch between keyboard and mouse inputs on controller inputs. Fix a bug when opening the main menu on controller when select the resume option at the top of the menu. Fix condition options on the party line getting duplicated when transitioning between acts during crossplay. Fix some settings that were missing. Their wrap-up navigation functionality on controller, preventing you from looping to the last option to the first option with the same button input. Fixed a bug where you have to deselect your current passive when respecing a character before selecting a new one. Now you can just click the new one. So that's interesting. I do have this actually pop up on PC sometimes with class mods. If you're trying to switch it, you'd have to unselect one to reselect another option. So it's good that they're fixing that. Fix the bug that would cause the toggleable illithid abilities to disappear from the character sheet and be uninteractable in the illithid powers UI. And fix player avatars not showing up with the multiplayer crossplay lobbies. And with scripting, there's 12 new subclasses arriving in patch 8, so they fixed some of the issues so that you can get the Fury of the Fist achievement properly and also the Action Surge achievement properly with unarmed strikes. And they also fixed some crashes whenever trying to start a game from the lobby multiple times, fix the crashes and freezes related to the UI, and crash on Vulcan when taking a photo in photo mode. I personally have a lot of issues playing on Vulcan, so I don't typically whenever I'm playing on PC. But between playing on PC and also playing on PlayStation 5, I'm curious to see what all will happen with patch 8 when it fully comes to launch. I am excited, very, very excited, but I do know that there are some issues with Imp UI, which will cause a lot of issues for any class mods or really any mod that uses the improved UI to be able to, function. So that is my biggest concern, as it's breaking many people's mods, and that's causing them issues with their new patch 8 stress test playthrough. But we'll hopefully see the mod get updated at some point. As we have talked about previously, I've been struggling to rate this with something that's better than nothing. I'm not going to continue modding for the time being. Feel free to reach out if you want to work on Imp UI or any other UI mods. I just can't maintain mods on top of everything else. I'm wishing for the best for DJ MR here. I hope that whatever they're going through gets better soon, because yeah, that is really tough. I know a lot of people get a bit vocal over mods and anything related to mods, so I do hope that maybe someone could reach out and get this all sorted out, because they have probably a lot on their plate to deal with. And if someone else can resolve this issue moving forwards and make it so that all the mods that are dependent on this one still work properly, I think that that'd be a really good thing. So yeah, we'll hopefully see that this gets updated by someone at some point, but no real guarantees there, unfortunately. We just have to wait and see. But I guess this goes out to, I know if there's a few different modders that watch this, but maybe if you got experience with UI type mods, to maybe reach out and see if you could mess around and maybe update this for patch 8. I think it would be definitely appreciated within the community, because I know a lot of people are hoping that this gets resolved soon. But yeah, I just want to quickly touch on that and just put out that little notice there. But let me know your thoughts on this update for patch 8. Hopefully I will get accepted to the stress test here soon. I've had people give me their codes. Unfortunately, no dice. They weren't working for me, but if you got a Canada code, I mean, it might work for me. Who knows? But hopefully we'll hear back here soon. But just wanted to provide that update, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.